The tabernacle itself you shall make out of 10 sheets woven of fine linen twinned and of violet, purple, and scarlet yarn, with cherubim embroidered on them. The length of each shall be 28 cubits, and the width 4 cubits. All the sheets shall be of the same size. 5 of the sheets are to be joined one to another, and the same for the other 5. Make loops of violet yarn along the edge of the end sheet in one set, and the same along the edge of the end sheet in the other set. Make 50 loops along the edge of the end sheet in the first set, and 50 loops along the edge of the corresponding sheet in the second set, and so placed that the loops are directly opposite each other. Then make 50 clasps of gold and join the 2 sets of sheets so that the tabernacle forms one whole. Also make sheets woven of goat hair for a tent over the tabernacle. Make 11 such sheets. The length of each shall be 30 cubits, and the width 4 cubits. All 11 sheets shall be of the same size. Join 5 of the sheets into one set, and the other 6 sheets into another set. Use the 6th sheet double at the front of the tent. Make 50 loops along the edge of the end sheet in one set, and 50 loops along the edge of the end sheet in the second set. Also make 50 bronze clasps and put them into the loops to join the tent into one whole. There will be an extra half sheet of tent covering, which shall be allowed to hang down over the rear of the tabernacle. Likewise, the sheets of the tent will have an extra cubit's length to be left hanging down on either side of the tabernacle to cover it. Over the tent itself make a covering of ram's skins dyed red, and above that a covering of tahashi skins. You shall make frames for the tabernacle, acacia wood uprights. The length of each frame is to be 10 cubits, and its width 1.5 cubits. Each frame shall have 2 arms joined one to another. So you are to make all the frames of the tabernacle. Make the frames of the tabernacle as follows: 20 frames on the south side, with 40 silver pedestals under the 20 frames. 2 pedestals under each frame for its 2 arms. 20 frames on the other side of the tabernacle, the north side, with their 40 silver pedestals. 2 pedestals under each frame. At the rear of the tabernacle, to the west, 6 frames, and 2 frames for the corners of the tabernacle at its rear. These 2 shall be double at the bottom, and likewise double at the top, to the first ring. That is how both corner frames are to be made. Thus there shall be 8 frames, with their 16 silver pedestals, 2 pedestals under each frame. Also make bars of acacia wood, 5 for the frames on one side of the tabernacle, 5 for those on the other side, and 5 for those at the rear to the west. The center bar at the middle of the frames shall reach across from end to end. Plate the frames with gold and make gold rings on them as holders for the bars, which are also to be plated with gold. You shall set up the tabernacle according to its plan, which you were shown on the mountain. You shall make a veil woven of violet, purple, and scarlet yarn, and of fine linen twinned, which cherubim embroidered on it. It is to be hung on 4 gold-plated columns of acacia wood, which shall have gold hooks and shall rest on 4 silver pedestals. Hang the veil from clasps. The ark of the covenant you shall bring inside, behind this veil which divides the holy place from the holy of holies. Set the cover on the ark of the covenant in the holy of holies. Outside the veil you shall place the table and the menorah, the latter on the south side of the tabernacle, opposite the table, which is to be put on the north side. For the entrance of the tent, make a variegated curtain of violet, purple, and scarlet yarn, and of fine linen twinned. Make 5 columns of acacia wood for this curtain. Plate them with gold, with their hooks of gold, and cast 5 bronze pedestals for them.